We're here with Dmitry Bivol, 175-pound WBA champion. Dmitry, you're in training camp for Barrera, March 3rd. Talk to us about training camp. How's training camp?
Now I am having the same training camp like before. I have everything is good. My team working good, and I have a lot of sparring partners from cruiserweight, from middleweight. I feel good.
The training camp's the same as always. You're always working hard. This is a different type of fighter. Some people would assume that he's a fighter of higher caliber. He's fought Andre Ward. The adjustments, does he feel he has to make any, being that Barrera is a more experienced fighter? Probably the best fighter he's faced.
Типа, что поменялось?
То, что подготовка тоже, но все равно соперник более серьезный, многие считают.
Yeah, I know. It will be the best opponent of all my career. But I training hard before every my fights, and Barrera it's not accept. Yeah, I respect him. He good boxers, but I training like do before.
He has an indifference with you. Something about the testing. Can you talk to that a little bit? He says that you were dragging your feet on the testing. Can you talk to us about that, the testing situation?
Говорит, что типа мы не по тестированию не сразу согласились. Можете прокомментировать это?
2 days ago, I did test for WADA.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
What do you think is behind his claims that he wants to he wanted to put pressure on you? Of course, you're a clean fighter. You're enrolled in WADA, but what do you think is his mindset, trying to use that as?
Не знаю, может быть, он хотел меня как-то задеть лично, но я такая машина, что мне все равно. Мне главное его качество боксерское и все.
Maybe he was trying to, try to get to me on a personal level or something like that. But I feel like I'm like a machine, and he's not going to be able to do that. It's all about the fight.
I like that. A machine you are. A machine. People have seen you behave like in the ring. There's a lot of comparisons of you coming over here like Sergey Kovalev, Gennady Golovkin. How do you feel about that perception that the fans have of you as a fighter?
Как ты чувствуешь? Многие болельщики считают тебя как человек, который приехал, как Головкин, как Ковалев. Как для тебя вот эта оценка, это ощущение?
I'm glad that people say about me that I can be the best, like Kovalev, like Triple G. They're good boxers. I'm happy that people think about me.
What does he think what's going to separate you from them? I know they're great fighters. You yourself are a great fighter, but what do you have that's going to separate you from them?
Что типа у меня отличие, да, от них?
Что тебя будет выделять от них?
Я вообще не знаю, что выделяет меня от других боксеров. Есть, конечно, такие качества боксерские, как скорость, подвижность. Может быть, у меня даже не самая высокая скорость, не самая лучшая подвижность, но я чувствую, что-то во мне есть, что мне помогает выигрывать, что меня движет вперед.
Different fighters have different qualities, and some people, some fighters are quicker, some fighters are quicker on their feet. It's hard for me to say a specific, mention or signify a quality that I have over other fighters. But I feel inside that I'm a special fighter, and I know that I'm going to prove that to everybody. From my standpoint, comparing those fighters, those are all great fighters, just like Dmitry. I think Dmitry is just the next generation. He's the next one coming.
The way that you can prove that you are a special fighter, a lot of people already see you as a special fighter. Not looking past Barrera, but in the future, obviously, the goal here is to fight Sergey Kovalev at some point. How does he feel about that, about Sergey Kovalev fight?
I'm thinking about my next fight. This is Barrera. My whole think about him. We will see what happened March 3rd, what will happen, and we will talking about my next fight. Of course, I want to be the best in the world, like many boxers, and Of course, I wanna have many belts. Why not? If it will be good, why not my next fight, Kovalev or something like?
Speaking of wanting to be great, the fighter that recently retired was in your division, Andre Ward. He's retired, great fighter. He fought Sergey Kovalev. They were speaking to another good fighter, retired fighter Carl Froch. He mentioned that you helped with Andre Ward's decision to retire, that maybe he retired because he knew younger fighters like you were coming up, and he just didn't maybe have the hunger to face a young fighter such as yourself. What do you make of those kind of comments? How do you take them?
I don't think that he retired about me and young boxers.
Yeah.
I think he really wants a big fight. He don't want now fight, not big fight. He don't want. I think he's ready. He ready big fight. Maybe he will return.
You think he'll return?
I think.
Do you think?
Why not? He not old. He's not old.
He's not. He's young. He retired in his prime.
He's 34.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe one day eventually you could be that big fight for him? Not looking too far into the future, but do you think that you could be that big fight for him?
It will be good chance for me.
Yeah.
Show my skills for many people.
Yeah.
That's why he's fighting in his 13th fight, one of the best light heavyweights in the world. You know, if you want to know what stands him apart from these other guys that you have mentioned, which one of them has fought in their 13th fight a guy like Sullivan Barrera?
None of them.
None of them. So that's the goal. You know, we're here to prove something. Dmitry Bivol came here to prove something, and that's exactly what he's doing. Nobody made Dmitry fight Sullivan Barrera right now. He could have fought anybody. You know, he's just getting on HBO. He's just there to kind of show the fans what he means. But he said, all I want is the best. And he said, you know, I said, who's the best? He's like, well, if we can't get one of the champions, let's get the best non-champion. And I think Sullivan Barrera is one of those guys right now, the best non-champion. You know, we were ready to fight Vado Jack.
Yeah.
We were the mandatory. He went on to fight Stevenson. You know, we don't know exactly, but he could have fought Dmitry for the world title.
Last question. I gotta commend you on your English and for doing this interview in English. He's been learning the language, or something that he kind of knew it. His English language is.
It's too difficult for me.
Yeah.
Learning English, but I tried. I'm watching TV. I'm watching movies.
What's your favorite movie? What movie?
Friends.
Friends. Why Friends?
Friends. Why Friends? Because it's simple.
It's funny.
It's funny and simple.
Can you communicate with your fans now because of that, right? You can. Your fans.
Можешь говорить со своими болельщиками сейчас за счет этого. Ну, общаться можешь с болельщиками со своими на английском.
Yeah, of course, but I need
work on it.
I need to work about myself, about my English.
Okay, last thing, last words for your fans, your people back home, and your language is quick words for March 3rd. What can they expect? What can we see?
Что типа ожидать, да? Ну, я надеюсь, что люди будут смотреть этот бой, и надеюсь, я могу только надеяться на самом деле, да, и стараться показать все самое лучшее от себя. И я очень хочу, чтобы люди остались довольны после этого боя, чтобы они его не забыли на следующий день, а обсуждали со своими друзьями. И смотрите, ребята, бой 3 марта, болейте за красивый бокс и не забывайте сами заниматься.
Every fighter that's country ends with a stan. Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, they're big punchers. Why is every fighter a big puncher? Kyrgyzstan,
I don't know.
Is it the water?
It's not only good big punch.
Yeah. Kovalev, yourself.
Good move.
Yeah.
Типа, почему только сильные удары, да, у нас?
Ну, все боксеры, которые из стран, которые заканчиваются на букву Н, Киргизстан, Таджикистан, Узбекистан, типа, почему-то все с ударами. Есть какая-то причина, почему-то?
Я в эти совпадения не очень верю.
I don't think it's all of them, actually.
Yeah.
But, many of them. Maybe it's because they were, brought up differently.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of big punchers from Mexico. There's a lot of big punchers from the U.S. They like to win by knockouts.
Okay. It was a pleasure talking to you. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.